Unbelievable, Rhea Ripley's pregnancy shocks the WWE universe. Buddy Matthews can't believe it. Rhea Ripley, one of WWE's most dominant and fearless superstars, shocked the entire wrestling world with news no one saw coming: she's pregnant. Known for her fierce persona and unmatched strength inside the ring, Rhea has always been the nightmare who conquered every challenge. But this time, the challenge wasn't inside the squared circle. It was a new, beautiful chapter in her life. Sources close to the couple revealed that Rhea discovered her pregnancy just weeks after her return training sessions. The moment she saw the positive result, emotions overwhelmed her. For the first time, the powerful champion felt truly vulnerable, but also deeply grateful. When Rhea broke the news to Buddy Matthews, her longtime partner and fellow wrestler, he was stunned. At first, he stood speechless, unable to process the life-changing moment. Then, with tears in his eyes, he embraced her tightly, whispering, "We're going to be parents." It was a moment filled with love, shock, and pure emotion. Fans around the world reacted with disbelief and joy. Social media exploded with messages of congratulations and support. Many said they never imagined seeing the Eradicator in such a soft, heartwarming light. As Rhea steps away from the ring to focus on her health and the new life growing within her, she leaves behind a legacy of strength, both physical and emotional. Her journey reminds everyone that even the toughest warriors have the most beautiful hearts. Rhea Ripley's story has now turned from championship gold to the glow of motherhood, and the world couldn't be happier for her and Buddy Matthews. Rhea Ripley and Buddy Matthews have carved out their own successful paths in professional wrestling, even though they currently perform for rival promotions. Ripley, a dominant force in WWE, and Matthews, a talented star in AEW, have managed to keep their personal and professional lives mostly separate. However, ever since their marriage in 2024, fans have wondered if the day might ever come when the two could share the screen in some form, blurring the lines between their real-life relationship and their wrestling personas. The idea of seeing Ripley and Matthews together on television excites fans from both promotions, but as Ripley herself admits, there are many layers to consider before something like that could ever happen. Rhea Ripley's history with on-screen partnerships gives her unique insight into what makes such storylines successful. Her most famous partnership was with Dominic Mysterio, a relationship that became one of WWE's most talked-about dynamics in recent years. When Ripley and Mysterio first teamed up, few people could have predicted how entertaining and believable they would be together. Their on-screen chemistry was electric, blending Ripley's intimidating presence with Dominic's mischievous, almost playful persona. What began as a shocking and somewhat odd pairing quickly became one of WWE's most engaging storylines. Ripley became the powerful mommy, while Dominic leaned into his dirty Dom character, and together they created something that felt both fresh and natural. Reflecting on that unexpected success, Ripley acknowledged in an interview with Aleno's Wrestling that she hadn't anticipated how well things would click between her and Dominic. She noted how their chemistry took her by surprise, and that their contrasting personalities made the partnership work seamlessly. She explained that what made their dynamic so special was how they complemented each other. She was the physical powerhouse, while Dominic played the cunning, sneaky partner who relied on her strength. That contrast became their formula for success and turned what could have been a random pairing into one of WWE's defining relationships of the era. Eventually, that on-screen relationship ran its course. By 2024, Ripley and Mysterio had officially split in WWE storylines, with Dominic moving on to a kayfabe relationship with Liv Morgan. Their breakup marked the end of one of WWE's most popular modern duos, but it also opened new opportunities for both stars. For Ripley, it meant focusing more on her individual dominance and evolving beyond the Judgment Day's dramatic entanglements. However, fans quickly began speculating whether her real-life marriage to Buddy Matthews could one day translate into an on-screen angle. After all, Ripley had proven that she could make even the most unexpected partnership work, so the idea of her teaming with her husband naturally intrigued the wrestling world. When asked about the possibility of working with Matthews, Ripley didn't dismiss the idea entirely. She admitted that she's open to the concept if the right circumstances ever arose, especially if Matthews were to return to WWE someday. However, she also made it clear that she's unsure if it would make sense creatively, or if it might feel too much like trying to recapture the magic she had with Dominic Mysterio. Ripley's remarks showed both her openness to new ideas and her awareness of how delicate wrestling storytelling can be. While fans might see the idea as a dream pairing, Ripley seems more cautious about repeating something that worked so well in a different context. She explained that the success of her dynamic with Dominic came from how organically it developed. It wasn't forced or overly scripted, it just worked. Ripley said she doesn't know if she'd ever want to recreate that type of on-screen relationship with anyone else because the authenticity of that chemistry can't easily be duplicated. In her mind, it might have been a once-in-a-career moment that shouldn't be repeated or imitated. That's not to say she wouldn't enjoy working with her husband in some capacity, but she recognizes the challenge of doing so without it coming across as a rehash of her previous WWE storyline. For Buddy Matthews, returning to WWE would be a significant move. He left the company more than 4 years ago and has since made a name for himself in AEW as part of the House of Black faction. Matthews has consistently impressed fans with his athleticism and intensity, showing the world that he's far more than just another former WWE star trying to find his footing. Despite being away from WWE for so long, his fanbase has only grown, and his connection to Ripley has kept him in the conversation among WWE fans as well. Many still hope that one day, circumstances will align and he'll find his way back to WWE, possibly opening the door for a storyline involving his wife. For now, however, the two seem content to dominate their respective worlds separately. Ripley remains one of WWE's biggest attractions, a superstar who has transcended divisions and gender boundaries to become one of the company's true cornerstones. She continues to evolve her character, balancing power, confidence, and charisma in a way few others can. Matthews, on the other hand, continues to showcase his talent in AEW, building his legacy in a promotion that gives him creative freedom and space to thrive. The idea of Ripley and Matthews appearing together on screen may remain a dream for the foreseeable future, but in wrestling, fans know that never say never is a rule of thumb. The landscape of professional wrestling is always changing, and stars have crossed promotional boundaries before when the timing was right. If Matthews ever does make his way back to WWE, Ripley has already made it clear that she wouldn't be opposed to exploring the idea further. Whether they appear as allies, rivals, or even in a romantic storyline, the combination of their real-life chemistry and professional talent would undoubtedly captivate audiences. For now, fans can only imagine what such a pairing might look like. Rhea Ripley's ability to make any storyline feel authentic and Buddy Matthews' in-ring brilliance could make them one of wrestling's most compelling duos. Still, Ripley's respect for her past work and her awareness of the fine line between creativity and repetition show just how thoughtful she is about her career choices. Whether it happens or not, the idea remains an exciting possibility, one that perfectly captures the unpredictable magic of professional wrestling. Still, Ripley's respect for her past work and her awareness of the fine line between creativity and repetition show just how thoughtful she is about her career choices. Whether it happens or not, the idea remains an exciting possibility, one that perfectly captures the unpredictable magic of professional wrestling.